Everyone talks about success. Very few people talk about the starting point. They show you the lifestyle, they show you the results, but they never explain the moment before everything worked. The truth is simple. Before freedom, before confidence, before options, there is one uncomfortable phase where most people get stuck. They work, they earn, they spend, and somehow they stay in the same place year after year. Not because they are stupid, not because they are lazy, but because they never cross the first real financial checkpoint. That checkpoint is your first $10,000. This number is not special because it's big. It's special because of what it proves. It proves that money can be created, on purpose, by design. When you don't have it, money feels random. It feels like something other people get. Once you earn your first 10K, that illusion breaks. When I was starting out, I had nothing that looked impressive. No qualifications, no connections, no secret knowledge, just pressure. Bills don't care about motivation. Time doesn't care about dreams. Instead of chasing big fantasies, I focused on one thing only. Can I create money from nothing? Not millions, not passive income, just proof. That's why the first $10,000 matters more than any other number. Here's what most people do wrong. They aim too far ahead. They think about retirement while drowning in monthly expenses. They plan wealth without learning income. It's like trying to build the roof before the foundation. Money doesn't scale until it stabilizes. If you are starting from zero, you don't need excitement, you need reliability. You need something that works without luck, doesn't require large capital, puts cash in your hands consistently. Most opportunities people chase fail one of these rules. Crypto, day trading, speculation, these are multipliers, not starters. They only work after you already have money. When you simplify everything, all income paths fall into 4 categories, and the order you choose them in matters. The first category is in-person services. Work where someone pays you because you physically solve a problem. It's not glamorous. That's the advantage. People will always pay to save time, effort, or inconvenience. Cleaning, training, repair, delivery, creative services. You don't need a brand. You don't need ads. You don't need perfection. You need to show up and deliver. This is how fast money is made. I learned early that people with money value convenience more than price. That's why simple services work best in the beginning. You get paid immediately, you learn faster, you gain confidence. But there is a limit. Your time is finite. Your location matters. Busy weeks don't last forever. It's a starting engine, not the final vehicle. That's why the first phase is not about comfort, it's about proof. Once you prove you can generate money, everything else becomes easier to learn. After you understand how money is created, the next question is simple. How do I remove limits? This is where most people either grow or stall. The second path people try is local products, selling something physical within a small area, food, crafts, art, homemade items. It sounds attractive because it feels creative, but creativity doesn't guarantee profit. Materials cost money. Margins shrink quickly. Customers are limited. You often work more while earning less. It can be enjoyable, but it's rarely the fastest route to your first serious savings. The third path is global products. This is where scale enters the picture. Online stores, merch, physical products sold worldwide. The upside is reach. The downside is patience. Early profits don't feel like profits. They get locked into inventory, ads, and restocking. Momentum takes time. This path works, but only for people who can wait. The fastest balance between speed and scale is the fourth path, online services. This is where leverage starts working in your favor. You sell skill, not stock. Results, not hours. Margins stay high. Overhead stays low. Clients can come from anywhere. This is the model I would choose again if speed mattered most. Choosing a service doesn't require genius. It requires honesty. Ask yourself, What can I do better than most beginners? What am I willing to learn quickly? What do businesses constantly struggle with? The overlap is where money flows. Most people delay because they want confidence first. That's backwards. Confidence comes after execution. You don't learn by preparing forever. You learn by doing slightly uncomfortably. Price slightly lower at the start. Over-deliver. Collect proof. Experience compounds faster than theory. From there, income grows based on 4 things: positioning, how clearly you communicate value; leverage, how much output you get per unit of effort; reach, how many people see your work; systems, how reliably you deliver. Effort alone doesn't scale, systems do. Businesses don't pay for hard work, they pay for outcomes. And clients don't return for talent alone, they return for reliability. Meeting deadlines, clear communication, consistency. That's what turns income into stability. Once money starts coming in, a new trap appears: lifestyle. Spending doesn't create security, savings does. Before status, build safety. Before risk, build reserves. Wealth is not what you show, it's what you keep. The cycle breaks when income becomes predictable and savings become intentional. That's when investing starts to matter. Long-term, patient, controlled. Not gambling, not shortcuts. The first $10,000 won't make you rich, but it will change how you see money forever. Because once you create it once, you know it can be created again, and that belief is where everything begins. If you want next steps after this stage, the journey doesn't stop here, it only gets clearer.